What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 3 of the Ultimate Torture God career mode in EA UFC 3. And Ultimate Torture God has had a lot of success so far in the UFC. He has 2 knockout wins, and he's well on his way to becoming the GOAT. Now, the question is, can he actually get to Waylon Jenkins without taking a loss, and can he start to build up his hype, and can he get himself towards title contention as fast as possible? Now, that's going to be, we're going to discover that as time goes on, but right now, he's going to have to pick between 3 opponents, one of which is Oliver Davis, who's 5-3. Then we have Harold Decker, who's 5-6. And last but not least, we have George Roberts, who is 7-2. So if we're just looking at a purely record base, as we always do in this particular season, then we'll have to go with George Roberts. Take a look at the other guys statistically. They're pretty much all trash. George Roberts actually looks like he might be the worst of them all, despite having a good record. But he's going to be the next victim of the Ultimate Torture God. Just look at this fucking psycho. Look at that. He has a tiger on him and everything. So, physically, with the tail of the tape, we can see that there's a massive size advantage, at least in terms of height. Somehow, Ultimate Torture God weighs more despite not being fat. And, of course, the reach advantage is only 1 inch for Roberts, which doesn't really make a lot of sense considering the guy is 6'5". But, whatever. We're just going to go ahead and let the game do what it does. Ultimate Torture God, so far, has been just extremely good with his hands. He does have a knockout loss in his career, so remains to be seen if his chin is trash. But so far, he's shown a lot of flashy techniques. You know, he's learned the Superman punch. He's got a decent lead elbow. Hasn't really put anybody to sleep with it yet. Hasn't really done too much, I think, in terms of rocking somebody with it. But it is definitely there, and it is an option. He throws it again right there. And most importantly, he has shown he is very, very dangerous in the clinch. So if he can start working that more often, maybe get better grappling stamina, I feel like this guy's going to be very, very, very good. And like I said, he has the potential definitely of being a GOAT. So we'll see what happens. So right now, Roberts is taking a beating. Look at this. The lead elbow is followed by an uppercut, stuns him for a split second. But, oh, Ultimate Torture God looking for that Superman punch, got countered. Very, very nice timing there by Roberts. And Ultimate Torture God has to remember, he still has shit cardio, and he can't risk getting tired in the later rounds unless he just wants to go balls for the wall and he really feels like he can get the finish. Right now, throwing the GK combo. Throwing that constantly. The GK combo is basically it's like a jab followed by a hook, followed by an uppercut, followed by another hook. That's the most dangerous combo in the game, apparently. It's unstoppable unless I'm throwing it. Oh, shit, he got hit by a front kick. UTG has to be careful because Roberts does have some okay, I guess you could say, striking stats for this level. I guess he's not too bad. But UTG definitely should have the advantage. You know, you wouldn't really say that there's like a 6-inch difference between these guys, would you? I mean, he doesn't look that big, to be honest. But that just goes to show you how shit the game is. Alright, so UTG is looking for the body because he wants to try to reduce the difference in stamina as much as possible. It's not going to be easy, though. Because, of course, as he goes to the body, having those short arms, it's hard for him to get, as you can see right there, it's hard for him to get to him. Somehow it's easier for people in this game to move their body than it is their head. It doesn't make any sense. But it is what it is. UTG looking for the Superman punch. Not able to do anything. But that time he landed once again with the elbow. He's doing some damage with it. Oh, gets caught by a head kick. Thankfully only lands with like the ankles. So nothing too heavy. Shoots in for a takedown. It's stuffed. But he does have Roberts against the cage. And we've seen him a few times so far be able to do something. But he goes in for a double leg takedown. He gets stuffed again. He rises up. Oh, man, this is not good. Overhooks. Alright, he gets the over-under. Now he has underhooks. He's trying to go to the tie clinch because he knows he can do a lot of damage from there. No stamina, though. Hits him with a nice knee to the leg. Oh, and the head is hurt. Misses with just this absurdly stupid overhand. If Roberts would have connected with him there, it probably would have been over. And UTG has very, very low stamina going into the second round. If this goes to the third, he's going to be completely gassed. So he needs to look for the finish basically in this second round, like as soon as possible, because the more this goes on, the more it favors Roberts. Look at that uppercut, perfectly placed. He was lucky that he was right next to the cage. I think if he'd have been a couple of steps forward, he probably would have been dropped, and then UTG probably would have finished him. There they show a greatly placed Superman punch. So far, it's been a really, really good fight for UTG. He's made some mistakes, but he's looking good. So let's see if he can keep it up in the second round. G. Roberts. 2 guys who are apparently English. Like I said, you know, we have no idea if UTG is genuinely British or not. We never seen him. We never heard him talk yet. I'm sure eventually there'll be an interview, and we'll have an opportunity to see what he sounds like. Oh! He's hurt. UTG is in danger right now. He's throwing in a shit leg kick while wobbled. Not a smart move. I said Joe Roberts. Oh my God! Shout out to Joe Roberts for being a bitch. Anyway, G Roberts he was doing well, but all of a sudden he got rocked. UTG lands a good combo. He needs to put the pressure on him. Hurts him again. The overhand stuns him. He's going for the finish, but G Roberts stands back up. He goes to double underhooks. Can he get the tie clinch? He needs to, and he needs to land a big knee. His stamina's too low to actually do anything, though. Can he land it? He does! That's massive. Can he finish him? He needs to get the finish, because he's getting worse and worse into the stamina. Oh, that body shot took a little bit out of him. But look at the combo by UTG. He's still flowing. Superman punch. That time it's blocked. George Roberts is waiting. You can tell he's waiting to time him. But look at the elbow from UTG and the right straight. The elbow again. If he can land that consistent like he's doing right now, he can actually put him to sleep with that. When he has him against the fence, that's gonna be a problem for George Roberts going forward. Look at him. But he can't go too much to it. If not, George Roberts can just kind of read it. Goes to the body very intelligently. Lands the elbow again. Oh! One-shot knockout. UTG is unconscious. What a shot by George Roberts. Timed him to perfection. Right when UTG was starting to build up a head of steam. Had him against the fence. Look at him. Look how cut he is. He was just beating the shit out of him. Look at him right here. He was going with him for the overhand, and he gets caught with a perfectly timed uppercut. And UTG is taking a nap. Oof, look at this. Just a phenomenal shot. Look at the blood squirting out of him. Perfect shot from George Roberts. Let's look at it once again. Look at this. He winds up with the overhand. It's perfectly placed. The blood squirts out of his mouth. And that's game over. Game over. That's a huge win for George Roberts. Goes 8-2. Meanwhile, UTG goes 5-2. Not a great record to start off with, but of course he can still learn from this. There is still time for him to get better and potentially go on a huge run. George Roberts definitely took a beating. I mean, look at this. You know, significant strikes, 32 to 23. So it was an overall good performance from Torture Guy from UTG while he was doing well. But once he got caught by a shot like that, there's just really no coming back. He only made $10,000 there, so he still can't afford to go to the Dutch kickboxing gym, which is where UTG needs to be to learn the best moves, the best kicks, and all that stuff. So he needs to keep on working on that. Now he can take on Harold Decker, who is 5-7, which is a shit record for a guy who has 80 striking. 6-4 Volkov, or 5-3 Roberts. So Roberts and Volkov are the same in terms of basically what their record is, but I think Volkov, due to the fact that he has one more win, he's probably the right choice. Yeah, let's just go ahead and go with Volkov. He's the right guy. He earned it. He earned the opportunity to get a red panty night against the Red Dragon, UTG. Teletape, 6'6" this time, so an even bigger disadvantage for UTG. And this guy actually has a 77-inch reach, so something you would expect from somebody who's 6'6". It's still kind of short for that height, but it's definitely better than 7'3" on a 6'5" guy. So UTG should be distinctly at a disadvantage, but once again, the height doesn't seem like it's that much of a difference. I guarantee you that me, who is like 5'9", if I stand next to somebody who's 6'6", nobody comes to mind exactly, but let's just say, I don't know, LeBron is 6'9", so it doesn't really make sense, but let's just say somebody who's 6'6", I mean, I'm pretty sure there'll be a much bigger difference than what you see on screen right now, so take that in mind. That's just pretty fucking weird, but regardless, UTG has what it takes, and he's coming out swinging. He definitely wants to kill this guy. The fight hasn't even been going on for a minute yet, and this guy's already bleeding out of his nose pretty drastically. UTG definitely wants to put on a show. Look at the Superman punch. Oof, he missed with that dumbass elbow. That's an elbow you have to throw when you're up close, not when you're in the middle of the octagon. It doesn't really work unless your opponent's coming in at you. But UTG is landing some good shots right here. Volkov is basically showing no defense, and UTG wants to finish. He's not going to be playing around with him. He wants to kill his ass and just end this as fast as possible. Superman punch doesn't land again. Missed with the elbow. The overhand just barely doesn't land, but Volkov responds with a good combination, but UTG stuns him. What's UTG going to do? He's going to go for the torture? No, he's going to go for the overhand again. He wants to put this guy away. Head kick is blocked. UTG lands a cross on him. He's landing on him with that right hand. Lands on him again with at the edge of the punch. That's a good body kick there from UTG. His hand speed's looking pretty good. It might just because, like I said, he's a heavyweight. He's a small one too, so he might have the speed advantage. But I mean, so far he's looking pretty good with his hands. His defense is still shit, but as long as he can outland his opponent, then there's always a chance he can win. Oh, that's a good combo right there. He went with the jab, and then he went to the body punch. Good shot there. He's going to the body really well right now. One thing what you can say is that being so much shorter than his opponents, the body should be easier for him to hit, but he also has a short-ass reach, so makes things a bit more difficult for him. He's going to the body a lot, though. Now it's starting to be telegraphed, and Volkov is starting to block it quite a bit. And the Volkov is doing his own. Oh, he lands a body knee. I needed the body, not a body knee. What the fuck? Oof, a combo from Volkov that really, really hurt UTG. UTG lands a leg kick, doesn't really do anything. The body kick does a little bit more damage to him. Oh, he's hurt. Volkov is hurt. UTG attempts the Superman punch knockout that he landed on whoever that was in the last video. Oh, the front kick. Shepard has nightmares of that front kick, so shout out to him. Oh, the body kick just barely missed. And Volkov is in a world of shit right now. 20 seconds left. UTG hurts him again. He needs to send him to the floor. Is there going to be enough time? Not quite. Looks like it's not going to be enough. They go to the clinch, and that's how they end the round. Definitely a favorable round for UTG, who landed some big shots, hurt him a few times, cut him open very early on, and has just continued to pour the beating on him. Look at this right here, jab. They both land there, but definitely UTG landed the better shot because he actually hit with the chin. He stumbled him. See the jab from UTG, and then he follows it up with the right cross. Not able to send him packing, but it was enough to hurt him a little bit and kind of give him something to think about right there. So very, very good round for UTG. But as always, that's kind of how things go with him. He starts off very well, and as time goes on, he fades. It's very traditional of the Torture God name. There he lands a good leg kick, and he goes to the body once again to try to keep things even with stamina. Got to keep on going. But you see, the problem is his arms are so short that if he goes to the body and misses, then he loses a lot of stamina of his own. So it's kind of a risk. There he hurts him. Volkov is in deep shit. He's been rocked a lot of times, and this time he gets rocked by a Superman punch. UTG sends him to the ground. Goes for the finish. It's over. That's a good rebound for UTG. After that knockout loss to Roberts, he needed to beat down Volkov. That's a good way to do it. A prolonged beating. Goes about a quarter of the way through the second round and finishes him, licking the blood off his gloves. That's a good win. Against somebody who didn't have a terrible record. 6-4 isn't much worse than UTG's now 6-2. So it wasn't against somebody who was complete trash, at least. He at least has a winning record. But look at this. The KO, it's beautifully placed. And then he goes in for those winding shots on the ground. Were basically completely uncalled for, but the referees aren't going to stop it unless you force them, essentially. So, well played from UTG. The Red Dragon himself. Volkov can't believe it, but it happened. See, right there, they look like that. See, even there, it doesn't seem like there's a huge difference, but I guess fair enough. UTG gets his hand raised. That's a good win for him. Definitely a good win. Applauding himself. Significant strike-wise, I mean, just in terms of percentage landed, Volkov did really well, but it wasn't enough. Hopefully a performance bonus for UTG. Nope, not this time. His longevity is 87% after like 8 fights, so that's not terrible. It's definitely not terrible. 20,000, so not too bad. So UTG, he's definitely, I think, doing better than what Torture God did, so at least there's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, which is, like, as I always say, the best way you can support a small channel like mine, where essentially YouTube doesn't give a damn about me and anybody else who's in my position. So anybody who does that gets my biggest thanks. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.